So welcome to our email basic training. My name is Judy Miller, and I do the webinars. Each week, we have a webinar on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. As you can see in the right-hand bottom corner, there is my email address. It's basictraining@infusionsoft.com. So if you guys need to get a hold of me, if you need some help, if you need extra help, if you just want to send me an email and let me know what your email broadcast is going to look like, you can send it to basictraining@infusionsoft.com, and I promise to get back with you. With your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our Help Center. Our Help Center is located at help.infusionsoft.com. In our Help Center, you have access to the user guide, so if you have any questions about Infusionsoft, you can just type it in. You have access to our tech support numbers, access to more webinars. So if you go to our Help Center at help.infusionsoft.com and click on the webinar tab on top, you'll have access to join more of our basic training webinars, but you also have access to our mastermind webinars, which are about 5 levels higher than these. These are basic. Those are more upper level. You can search for one right there on the screen and watch that webinar right there on the screen. So if you want to learn more about e-commerce or automating your workflow, you can go to the masterminds and get access to those immediately. Again, our webinars on Tuesday are Manage Contacts, our CRM. On Wednesday, how to send a broadcast and working on our email builder. And Thursday, the best one ever because it's a campaign builder and I show you how to automate your marketing. So I put a little Halloween flair on this because it is October 4th, which is just crazy how fast this year is going. So let's get going. A lot of people come to this webinar thinking that we're going to build a campaign, but we're not going to build a campaign yet. We're going to do that tomorrow in our campaign builder webinar. Today, we're going to focus on an email broadcast and I'm going to explain the difference of them real quick. An email broadcast is a one-time email that you send as like an email batch. Sometimes you may call them a batch in MailChimp that goes out to a specific list or your entire group. Like, hey, happy Halloween. Make sure you're keeping your kids safe by, dressing them in white or giving them a necklace with a light on it. That's an email broadcast going out to your entire list. It may be to a specific group. Hey, we're not going to be having our yoga class tonight because it's Halloween and we know you want to spend time with your kids. So you're just sending that off to people that come to your yoga class on Tuesdays on October 31st just to let them know you're not going to have class. So it can either be segmented to a specific group or your whole entire list. A campaign is a little bit different, but it does have emails in it, so you do need to know how to make a template anyway, so you're still at the right place. A campaign is a series of emails that are connected together with timers in a sequence inside of our campaign builder, and they're automated. So there may be an email, there may be a task for you to give that person a call, and then maybe 3 days later another email with an offer. They're connected together, but you do use emails, so you're going to have to know how to create them. So today's real important to learn how to create that template, to learn how to send off a broadcast, and tomorrow we're going to learn how to take those emails that you created and put them into automation. So the awesome things you're going to be learning today, you're going to be learning how to edit a template, how to add images or pictures to your emails, how to send a broadcast to just a specific group of your entire list, or how to send to a specific targeted list. So those are all the things we're going to learn today. And now I'm going to give you some examples of, hey, Judy, why would I want to send a broadcast when I can just put people into an automated campaign? Well, here's some examples. It might be a special greeting like Happy Halloween or like, Happy, Veterans Day or Happy Columbus Day. It may be just a special greeting that you want to send off a specific thing just on that specific day, a specific email. It may be your monthly newsletter that you're sending out, and you send it out the second week of the month, and you're sending it out to this specific group of people. Anyone that has a tagged newsletter, list, subscriber. It may be that something's happening. Hey, my website is out of commission right now. I'm getting it restructured. It's under construction. Please don't be concerned. It will be up and running, and I'll let you know when it's back in, back out of the black and back and running. It may be a special offer. So for today only, I have 5 seats left for my webinar at 5 o'clock today. If you want to be one of the last 5 that can attend, click here. When you're doing a special offer or an urgency like there's only 5 seats left, make sure that you're being genuine. Make sure that you really only do have 5 seats left and not 5,000 seats, because people will find out and they won't buy from you. And I think the most important reason to send a broadcast is to create and build a relationship. Here's me building a relationship with you right now. This is my grandson, Bennett. He was just born 8 weeks ago today, and that's his little shirt that I got him to take him to the pumpkin patch. And that's Everly, who is now 2 years old, and that was her flamingo outfit from last year. So why does this build a relationship? Well, you may have a new grandson coming up, or you may have a grandson or a son named Bennett and think that's a cool name, or your granddaughter is going to wear this flamingo outfit for Halloween this year. So you write me back and say, oh my gosh, my granddaughter is going to be in the same flamingo outfit, and all of a sudden we're talking to each other, and then when I'm ready to give you that offer for my product, who are you going to buy from? You're going to buy from somebody that you have a relationship with, and you feel like that they're your friend, and you feel like there's a connection. And don't take it from me, take it from our marketing guru, Seth Godin, who's wrote some great books about marketing. He said, people do not buy goods and services. They buy relationships. They buy relations. They buy stories and they buy magic. So create those stories, create that magic, and then when you're ready to offer somebody something, they're going to be more inclined to buy from their friends or people they have a relationship with. It's true. It works. I promise you, because I do it every day with Infusionsoft. And I feel like my microphone is making funny sounds, so I hope that you guys can hear me okay. So our email builder, it's super easy to use. You can create multiple templates. They're mobile optimized, so they look really good on a phone or a tablet. You can save them and use them in your campaign. So you can save them as a template and say, wow, this is the best email I ever made. I don't just want to use it for my broadcast. I want to use it in my campaign too, and I'm going to show you how to save it. And it's super fun to be creative when you're working on your business or working on your job. Very fun to do. So let's do this, and let me get into the Infusionsoft application real quick. I'm going to go to the Infusionsoft dashboard and let you know that even if you're just playing around and you're just like, hey, I'm ready to try this out, you're still going to go to the same place. You're going to go to your dashboard. When you land on your dashboard, even if you're just playing around with Infusionsoft, this is the same place you're going to go whether you're playing or whether you're getting ready to make your first template. You're going to hover over your Infusionsoft logo, come to Marketing, down to Emails and Broadcasts, and click it one time. Once you do, it's going to bring you to this screen, and you're going to hit the big blue button that looks like a daily vitamin and hit Get Started. Let me get my highlighter. This is my favorite part of the webinar. When you hit the Get Started button, you're going to land on this screen. And the first screen you're going to land on is our gallery. And our gallery has pre-made templates that you can use as your starting point. So you can say, hey, this one looks good. I'm going to use this one. Don't be alarmed because you can always change anything in there. You're just looking at, I like the way this one looks, so I'm going to use this one. If you want to start from scratch with a very blank canvas, you can come over to your action button here and click on this little arrow, and there's a drop down that says start from scratch, and it will give you a blank template. Once you send off your email, it will automatically send that email to our previously sent bucket, and you'll always be able to find that email because it will be automatically moved into our previously sent. If you've been working on an email and your electricity goes off or you have to run outside and your computer shuts down, it will automatically be saved in the drafts bucket. So you never have to be worried about losing it. Anything that you've created up till now will be saved in your draft. And if you click on Save as Template, it will automatically transfer that into the template bucket, and you'll always be able to use that inside your campaign builder. So those are the different buckets that your emails may be. We have lots of people that call tech support and say, oh my gosh, I made an email and I don't know where it is. I can't find it. It's in one of those 4 buckets. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and pick the one that you like the best, and I think I'll pick this one with the airplane. I can take a look at it by hitting the eyeball, and it will show me a preview of what it's going to look like on a tablet or what it's going to look like on a phone. Looks great. I think I'll use this one, so I'm going to hit Use Template. When I do, it's going to open up this screen, and you can see that something just dropped down. You can get rid of that by hitting the little arrow that says Details right in the middle, right here. I'm going to hit that arrow again and bring that down and show you from the top down. The first thing you can do is change who this email is coming from. So if you have an email address or your business name, you can change it to something different. It's always going to default to who purchased the Infusionsoft application. So if Tiffany, your admin, purchased it, it's going to be under her name and you want to put it under your name. All you need to do is change the little pencil right here. So hit the pencil, hit the little arrow going down in the field box, and come down to Other. And I can put my business name here, so I'm going to put Infusionsoft. What email do I want people to reply to? So if they reply to me and say, hey, oh my gosh, that's the cutest picture of Bennett, I love his shirt, who do I want them to be able to reply to? I want to find out more about your product. Well, I can put the email address here, and I'm just going to put my Gmail account, just like that, and hit Save. And now it changed to who this is coming from. It's coming in Infusionsoft, and if they want to reply, it's going to reply to that Gmail account. I'm not going to choose recipients right now, but I am going to choose a subject line. So I want to make a subject line and go, here is your newsletter. And I'm going to put a comma and I'm going to personalize it. Now, personalizing is a great trick to get people to open up their email. They see their name, it must be important. To personalize the subject line, you simply come to the right of the field and click on that merge button. When you click on the merge button, all the fields that you can use inside Infusionsoft are going to appear. I'm going to use the most common contact fields and click on first name. And it's going to say, here's your newsletter, Judy. Here's your newsletter, Corey. Here's your newsletter, Thomas. Whatever first name is in that field. Now I'm going to hit the arrow and get that out of my way. And I'm going to start building out my email template. If you notice on the left, you see there's blocks and there's design. With the blocks, you can build out and add more to this email, but I'm going to start at the top with this airplane banner. That's not my banner. It's probably not your banner. You can click on the image and you can edit it and just put your company name in if you want to use that image. Or you can change it by clicking on Change Image. So as soon as I click on that airplane banner, the toolbar on the left will automatically change and I can edit this image. I'm going to click on Change Image, and when I do, all of my images will show up on the left-hand toolbar. I can even search for Infusionsoft, and once I search for Infusionsoft, you can see all my Infusionsoft images will appear. I think I'll use the one with the hearts. Once I choose that image, I can make it bigger and smaller by toggling on the size. I can link the image to my website if I want to, and I do need to describe my image, and I'm going to describe my image as company logo or company banner. I can change the alignment to left, right, or center, and I think I'm going to make it a little bigger, and that's perfect. I love that banner. The next thing that's in this pre-built email is a spacer. If you don't want the spacer and you hover over it, you can delete it by just hitting the delete button and deleting that space. The next thing is a simple call to action, and that's a title. You can change it just by highlighting over it, and I'm going to call this Get My Free Ideas. Change your title. If you want to change the color of it, highlight it. There's a blue floating toolbar above, and I can just change it right here, and I want to change it to something kind of like orange for Halloween. I'm going to pause for a second, get a drink of water, let you guys catch up to my talking. And I'm back. So here I'm going to give them a link to click and get my free ideas. So I'm going to change the copy right here. Now I'm going to make my link. Click here to get your ideas now. So one of our attendees asked, are there guidelines to the image sizes? For the banner, the image size is 600 by 100. That will give you the best image. You can always toggle it, make it smaller or bigger, but our email size is 600 pixels wide. Thanks for asking. That was a great question. So I'm going to put my copy here. I'll probably put more copy than, hey, do you need monthly ideas? But I don't want to waste your guys' time. So click here to get your ideas now. Now I want to make a clickable link. It may be click here to register for our webinar. Click here to find out more. Click here to visit my blog. So I'm going to highlight, click here to get your ideas now. And then I'm going to come up to this floating toolbar. When I do, I'm going to click the one that looks kind of like a chain link fence. And when I click it once, a little box will appear right underneath it. If I want to send them to my blog, I can put the URL for my blog, but I actually want to give them a document that gives them 5 newsletter ideas. I'm going to hit the little arrow going down, and I'm going to look for File Download. There it is, File Download, because I want to give them a file to download. If you don't have files downloaded to Infusionsoft Server yet, you can upload a new file right here. It will take you to your computer screen, and you can grab that file and drop it right into Infusionsoft Server. I already have mine in here, so I'm just going to hit the arrow that says Choose File and look for my ideas. Here it is, 5 fun newsletter ideas for you. I'm going to click on that, and now I created a clickable link, and you'll see that the color is light blue clickable link. Now I might want to put more copy in here, so I can just hit a space and put in more copy. Let prospects know. So I'm going to let prospects know why they need my service. And now I want to give them a second chance to download that document. This time I'm going to do it in the form of a button and not a clickable link. The button's already created there, so I'm going to click on that button, and now you'll notice that the toolbar on the left changed again. I'm going to change the button text and start in the very top and say Get Ideas Now. Sign up for my webinar now. Register now. Check out my website now. Check out my blog post. You can put whatever you want, whatever text you want in there. Then I'm going to come down to Button Link. And I'm going to click the little arrow going down, and you'll see I have the same exact stuff that I had in the drop down for the link. I'm going to find File Download. There it is. And I already have my file in there, so I'm just going to grab the same 5 newsletter ideas and hit Upload File. I don't want to upload file, I'm sorry. Pick my 5 newsletter ideas, and then I want to change the button color, and I want to make it maybe red to match my hearts. And now my button is done. If people click Get Ideas Now, it will open up Adobe and give them that file. Or if they click here to click Free Ideas Now, they'll get that too. So this is a very simple email. Going further on down, we have our button, and now there's a dividing line. When I click on the dividing line, the toolbar on the left changes. I can make the dividing line, smaller or wider, and I can even change the color of that dividing line and make it red. If you know your branding colors, you can even put your hex code right in there and have the same exact color as your website. So there's my dividing line, and the last thing you'll see here is a social media snippet. I want to move the social media snippet up to the top. So I'm going to left click and just drag it right under my Infusionsoft logo. Now when you click on your social media snippet, everything on the left changes, your toolbar on the left changes. Facebook is already done, Twitter is already done, but now I want to add LinkedIn, or I want to add Instagram. Hit the little plus sign, find Instagram. It doesn't appear yet because I don't have the URL. I put in my Instagram URL. And now it appears. I can make it bigger and smaller by hitting the toggle button, and I can left, right, or center, and I think I'll keep it in the center. Now I'm going to give you a little tip right here, and this is really, really important. So let me come to preview. And when you hit preview, you get to see what your email is going to look like on a tablet and a phone. Now I have my Infusionsoft logo on top. Here's my social media snippets, but what if your email is really long? And I'll show you this later because this email isn't long enough to show you. I want to show you how to add the snippets to the bottom too, just in case somebody scrolls down, 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 down. So I'll show you that in a minute. I can't read your first name, but I can read your last name. Kalik asked, can I input the URL for my Facebook business page? You certainly can. So you'll go to your Facebook business page and put in the business page URL right here, and it will immediately go to your business page, yes, and they can follow you there. So this email is pretty simple. It's a logo or an image, social media snippet, content, clickable link, content, a button, and a dividing line. If I want to add more to this email, and I'm in my blocks, so click on the blocks area, it automatically defaults to blocks. I can add more. This time I want to add a group. I'm going to put it right underneath the button. So you have to play with it to get it underneath that button. There we go. Still not underneath the button. There it is. That's my group. When I add my group, it comes with an image, content, and a button. If I decide I don't want another button there, I can hit Hide Button. I'm going to add my image, Scott Martineau, our founder of Infusionsoft. And I want to link that to, if I want to put a video there, instead of an image, let me put in a video. Let me delete that. Hide image. And if I want to add a video, come to my video snippet, put in my video snippet, and then I do need to go and find that video and add the URL. So let me go to YouTube. It's very slow. I usually bring up Frozen because it's safe and I know there's not going to be anything bad on that page. So when you open up the video that you want to share, highlight the URL, make a copy of it, and just paste it right into the video URL, and then your video will appear right there on your screen. Just like that. So banner, social media snippet, content, button, content, button, video. Now I want to add a dividing line. Here's a dividing line. Grab it from the left-hand toolbar, change the color. And then I might want to add some more content. So you can keep this going and going and going. This is where I want to show you the little tip with the preview. If I come to preview and somebody gets this email, they're going to see my social media snippets here. But then when they scroll down on a phone, the social media snippets disappear. And they're probably not going to be thinking about you enough to go all the way to the top and follow you on Facebook or be redirected to your Facebook page or your LinkedIn or your Twitter or your Instagram. So my idea for you is to come up and copy by right-clicking. I'm sorry, I'm looking at questions instead of paying attention. I got to stop looking at questions. I'm just going to click the snippet, and then I'm going to come to the little blue box right under the T in Infusionsoft and hit that little make a duplicate. It will make a complete duplicate with all the links, and then I'm just going to left-click and move it all the way down to the bottom. Now watch what happens when I hit preview. Social media snippets on top, so I may click here, or I may be this may be so compelling, I'm reading. I watch the video, I read, and then the social media snippets are on the bottom too, which gives them a second chance to click and follow you on Facebook. That's my idea for you, because a lot of people won't go back up to the top when they're on the bottom. They just don't have time. So when you're in your blocks, there's other features that you can get. You can get a video, a group. You can add a new button. So if I want to add a new button next to the Get Ideas Now, I can add another button. You can have 3 buttons going across. You can have 3 columns going across. I want to show you some examples and send this off. So I'm going to hit Exit. And when I hit Exit, that will automatically save in my drafts. So I'm going to open up my drafts to prove to you that that email will be in my drafts. Sorry, it should be going a lot faster. Here's the email I just made. And if I want to save it to my templates, and just open it up and hit Save as Template. I'm going to call this October and hit Save so I can delete it. Now if I exit out of the screen, that email will automatically be saved to my templates. And there it is right there. So I can use it in the campaign builder. Now I'm going to exit out and I'm actually going to show you how to send a broadcast. Then I'll show you some examples of emails and then we'll answer questions. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And when you're ready to send your first broadcast, you're going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to Marketing, Emails and Broadcasts. You're going to click on the blue Get Started button. I'm going to go to my templates and pick the one that I already chose today, that I already created today. I'm going to click on Use Template. Now you can come in and edit this. You can change whatever you want to change. If you want to change the background of the email, just come to the left-hand side and hit Design. And you see where it says Email Background. I can change the email background just like that. Now I want to send it off. I edit, change anything I want to change, and I hit the Review and Send button in the black toolbar on top. Once I do, Infusionsoft will take a look at that email and let us know if it's ready to be sent out. Well, the from is good, the subject line is good, the date and time is good, but I don't have any recipients. So I'm going to add recipients now. It will always show you in a little red exclamation point what needs to be fixed. So there's lots of different ways to choose your recipients. If you want to send it to your entire list, just hit the new search right underneath the recipients field. A new box will appear, and because I want to send it to my entire list, I'm just going to hit search and not choose any filters. That will scoop up every single contact on my list and add them to my recipients. Now, I don't really want to send this out to them because I'll get spam complaints because there's some will bounce because there's not real email addresses, and some I just have friends in here just for examples. So I'm going to hit the X and not really send it to them. Now you can start typing a tag. I just want to find people that are on my newsletter list. And here's end of my month newsletter sign up. That's who I actually want to send it to. So I'm going to hit Review and Send again. And now you can see from is green, recipient's green, the subject is green. I can put a scheduled date or time to send it at a later date or time, or I can just hit Send Now. When I hit Send Now and hit the blue button, Infusionsoft will scoop up those 1 or 20 or 30 or 50 people and send it out. As soon as it sends out, it will bring you to this screen. If you want to send another email, you can hit Send Email. Or you can take a look at the report of the email you just sent out. Here's the one we just sent out. I'm going to come to View Report, so it's under Report. Hit View, and I can see with a little pie graph exactly how many emails I sent out, how many people opened them, how many people didn't open them, how many people clicked on links, etc. If you want to learn more about this report, you can go to our Help Center at help.infusionsoft.com and look up Email Broadcast Report, and it will go over all these links right here. So let's go and send another broadcast real quick. Emails and Broadcasts. Get started. Come to my templates or start from scratch, whatever you want. Sorry it's taken so long to open this. It usually doesn't take this long. Choose the email I want to send out. Make any changes I want to change. Hit Review and Send. I need to choose recipients. I can either start looking for a search that I've already saved. I can put in different tags that I've already created and dropped people in specific tag categories, or I can just hit New Search. When you hit New Search, you can search by anything. I want to find people with the zip code of 85256. I want to find people with the phone prefix of 520. I want to find people in the state of Atlanta. I want to find people with a specific tag. I want to find people that don't have a specific tag. You can really super search. But I'm just going to search for people with the name Abe because I don't want to send any spam complaints because I don't have real people in here, but Abe is real. And I hit search and it will scoop up whoever you chose and put them into the recipients field. Hit review or send. It's going to all show up as green. I can schedule for a specific date or time. If I'm going to be on an airplane or traveling, and hit send now, and that email will go off. So it's super, super easy to send off your broadcast, to send off your newsletter, or to send a specific greeting. You want to send another one to another group? Just hit send email. We'll take you right back there. Let's get back into our templates. Let me show you a few templates. Let's go to this one. This template, logo, section header that you can change, or you can click in it and hit the delete and get rid of it. Or if you want to just make a duplicate of it, you can make a duplicate so you don't have to restyle everything. Image, content with a clickable link, dividing line, content with a button, and another dividing line. That's it. If you want to add your social media snippet, you just add it, drop it where you want it, and then you do have to put in your URLs because if you don't, they're not going to show up. Let's go to another. Let's go to one that's already created here. So we have an image with a Shop Now button. That Shop Now button is actually just connected to the entire image. So if they click over in the Season's Biggest, it will still open up. Click on the image, come to image link, and that's where you can redirect it to a URL or an order form or a landing page. So this is just an image. Let me move that header. Content, an image, content with a link, a dividing line, content, social media snippet, dividing line. So they're super, 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 super easy, and there's lots of them in there that you can work on. So I always have a challenge before I take questions, and my challenge for you is to create an email template. Put in your banner, put in an image, add a document, add a clickable link, add a video, add a call to action button. Send out that broadcast, even if it's just to yourself, to see how that will look and how it will turn out. You can even add me by adding basictraining@infusionsoft.com, and I'll take a look at your email also. Save the template to your template library so that you can use it in a campaign if you so choose. Watch the recording, and I'm also going to send you a workbook. So the workbook asks you a couple questions, and you can even go through that workbook and get even more familiar with the email builder. And let's go to questions. I tried to keep my holiday theme, but I also tried to keep an Arizona theme. So there's my little cactus pumpkin. So there's one question. How do I find image size guidelines for the different templates, please? So there's no guidelines. It will automatically resize that image to fit into that square. So if you have a bigger image, it will resize it to smaller. We don't really have guidelines. The only guidelines that I really know about is that our banner is 600 by 100. But as soon as you add an image, so let me show you, because I'll add an image to Infusionsoft right now and show you. I think I logged out of Infusionsoft. So the question was, what are the guidelines for the images? Let me just show you. Let me go into this one. So this image right here, if I decide to add a new image, change image, and I want to put a cupcake there, it will automatically size it. And if I want it smaller or bigger, I can just toggle. So it will size it into the, the best look. And then you can have the option to come in here and toggle to make it bigger or smaller. If I add a brand new image, put in Scott Martineau, I can make it bigger or smaller. And it will make it look very, very, very nice. So it won't look pixelated. It will make it look super nice. So the nice thing about our template is you can have multiple businesses. So I can have Infusionsoft. I can have a happy birthday banner. I can have a different happy birthday banner. When it's raining out, I can have my, hey, it's monsoon season banner. So you can have different banners for different businesses or different banners for different holidays. So you can really play around and make lots of templates for different things. It can be appointment reminder, and you can have a template just for appointment reminders when somebody gets put in that appointment reminder. Or you can have one for your dog grooming business and one for your dog boarding business. You can have as many templates as you want, save them in your template library, and you can use them in campaigns or use them in broadcasts. So you can make as many templates as you want. So we have a question. How do I get to tomorrow's webinar? Let me show you. I'm going to go to help.infusionsoft.com. In the black toolbar, there's webinars. And if you click on webinars, Infusionsoft Basic Training and Campaign Builder Basics is right here. Once you get the link for today's recording, it will send you to my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos in it. Those videos will teach you how to make a banner. They'll teach you how to make a web form. Let me take you there real quick. I'll get to your question in a second, Lauren. There's our managed contacts from yesterday. There's Campaign Builder from last week. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's lots and lots of different templates or different webinars, automating decision diamonds, how to create a coupon, blueprint your business, a blueprint for marketing automation with your business, how to collect leads using our hosted web forms, sales pipeline training, how to make a simple banner. So all these will help you with your Infusionsoft application and also with your marketing. We got a question from Lauren. Is there an email that goes out to remind us of the webinar that day? I'm not sure there's an email that goes out to remind you, but when you register, there's automatically an email that goes out immediately. So you can add that to your calendar, I believe. But you guys will have access to this channel and you can peruse down. We even have an e-commerce, how to set up our e-commerce, but there's tons and tons of videos in here. Navigation, how do I get around Infusionsoft? How to create a banner with Pixlr. Let's create a new customer welcome plus wow campaign. There's lots and lots of stuff in there for you. That's free to help you get further along with Infusionsoft so you can build out those broadcasts, get them sent out, and start getting a return on your investment with the software. So we're here for you guys. We're here to help you make Infusionsoft easier, and I hope this made it one step easier for you to use our email builder. If you have any questions, again, my email address is basictraining@infusionsoft.com, and I will make sure that you get this recording later on this afternoon. I'll get it all formatted, and you'll also have access to the YouTube channel. So thanks for joining me, and I hope that you guys will be able to get inside your software and start playing around with the email builder. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for spending this 45 minutes with me. I'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.